Challenges in reaching the place from the show. I couldn't find the bus, but it seems that everybody made it. So again, thank you and welcome at our Zero Motorcycles launch here in downtown Milan. We're excited to come here in a cozy, different area where I wanted to display our model year 19. But at the same token, I think the most important message to you is to thank you. Thank you because I'm not here. And thank you very much because, again, this year was a fantastic year. And you've been riding our motorcycle, testing, asking a lot of questions. Most of the time, not so smart, a lot of questions. Challenging you guys on technical features, on our products. And we've got a lot of passion for our products, so we are so proud to get back to you, answer you, ride sometimes with you, and have accidents with you as well. So it was nice. It was nice, and thanks to you also, we are very successful. We'll have the opportunity tomorrow to thank our dealers and distributors. We will thank our customers because this launch will be open till Friday, till Sunday, and we will have on Friday some of our customers telling us their experiences with our bikes, and we share it with other motorcycle enthusiasts. So we'll use this launch to create an area, a cozy again area for Zero, and to enjoy our success and to say thank you to all of you. So this evening it's not meant to be, a long, boring, presentation that I know you don't like. We've got fantastic food, Italian food. We are in Milan, so it's a must. And we're here together with a great team that made the company also successful, and they're here for you. So after my short speech, you will have the opportunity to listen to a small message, a short message from our CEO, Michel. And then, after that, you will have the opportunity to talk to all the team here, starting from Jim Callahan, who is responsible for the business of powertrain, a great business that is growing. And so, you are, thank you very much. We've got Alan Cole of the design department. We've got Aydin in charge of southern Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. We've got the main part of the team. We've got Daniele. We've got, of course, our CDO. Eva Skenazi, that most likely the most important man for you to interview and ask him a lot of questions of technical features. We've got Michelle, who's in charge of parts and accessories. Eric, taking care of Benelux and Scandinavian countries, and Joseph, most of Joseph in charge of our Southern Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So it's a great team here, ready to listen to your question, answer your question, and have a nice discussion. So again, thank you very much. 2018 was a great year. And we are excited looking ahead to 2019. So I give the word to Sam. Thank you.
So I'm Sam Paschal, and I have the pleasure of being the CEO of Zero Motorcycles. I want to echo what Umberto said and just thank everybody for coming. I'm going to be very brief. When we came and discussed the dealer meeting that happened earlier this year with our dealers, I'm going to try to boil it down to what are the three most important things, what is the focus of Zero Motorcycles this year. For us, it comes down to three things. First is this concept of category definition. We know that electric is growing, and we know that it's going to be a really competitive market in the future. Right now, we're in a space where Zero has, for the last 13 years, been the brand that defines what it means to be an electric motorcycle. There are a lot of brands that will compete and vie for a leadership position. We're in a unique spot where we've gotten a chance to define this entire category of electric motorcycles. There's a lot of value that comes with that as a brand. It lasts for a very long time as a first mover. But there's also a lot of responsibility with it as well. We've been working for 13 years to perfect the technology in these powertrains, and we've solved a ton of very technical problems in that period of time. Right now, we sell more full-size electric motorcycles than all other competitors combined, and we continue to take a leadership position when it comes to advocating for two-wheel electrics and pushing for federal, national, and international tax credits for EVs in the two-wheel space. And as we move forward, we're going to continue to be a champion for the category of two-wheel electrification. There's a fundamental difference between being a leader and being the brand that defines the category, and Zero has defined the category of electric motorcycles. So that's point one. Number two, this is the year, and now is the time for two-wheel electrics. So this past year, if you've been paying attention to the news, you see that in the four-wheel EV space and the EV car space, the momentum continues to be massive. Tesla outsold BMW in Germany as a luxury car brand this year, and that creates a huge wave for us moving forward. At the same time, investments in infrastructure, which is a leading indicator of future EV sales, have continued to grow dramatically. And at Zero, we've had by far our biggest and strongest year. We set records for both wholesales and retails every month this entire year, and have had a ton of inbound interest from dealers asking to pick up Zero as a new brand. And that's been an incredible space for us. At the same time, in the last few years, our motorcycles have crossed some critical hurdles to being a scalable vehicle. The first, our largest motorcycles can now travel over 225 kilometers on a single charge. Number two, our top speed is up over 150 kilometers, and that's with no gears and no shifting and no clutching. And then number three, with the introduction of our 6 kilowatt charge tank last year, our mid-range vehicles can now charge from 0 to 95% full inside of 1 hour. That's considered 1C charging, and it's a critical metric for the market. So right now, over 225 kilometers on a single charge, 150 kilometer top speed, and 1 hour charging for some of the variants in our line. That means we're at a place where this is a broadly scalable and sellable vehicle in the marketplace. At the same time, right now for us, we've been in a space where the growth in our dealer network has been massive, and we have, at the high end of the line, taken huge steps forward. But one of the most exciting pieces for us is that in our opening price point S and DS models, which are two of our best sellers, we have major breakthroughs technologically. I don't truly understand everything we did. That's why we have Abe, who had laid the foundations and done a lot of the work for Zero. But our opening price point S and DS models are seeing a 30% horsepower increase this year, which is a huge leap forward. So whether you're coming in and buying at the high end of our line, or you want an entry-level bike for the dual sport or the street, we have a motorcycle for everyone this year. And then number three is this concept of effortlessness. And you can see it reflected in our advertising and our campaign this year, which was about effortless adventure. An electric motorcycle is the coolest and the funnest and the most connected way to get from point A to point B in the world today. We've stripped away all the complication and noise of the clutch and the typical gearbox, so all you have is incredible torque and acceleration with a simple twist of a throttle. Beyond the riding experience, the ownership experience doesn't take any oil changes and minimal to no maintenance, so having one of these bikes in your life is an actual pleasure. You spend more time riding it than you do just about doing anything else. And again, what you're seeing for us and a lot of the advertising is this focus in the off-road segment. We've been leading clearly in the dual sports side. We introduced the Black Forest DSR last year, which many of you got to ride at an off-road Black Forest event. And it's a big piece of our roots in the off-road space. So you're seeing this concept of effortlessness around the riding experience, effortlessness around the ownership experience, and this push around effortless adventure as the key push for us in 2020. So that's a high-level view of the three things that are helping to define where we've gone this year. First, Zero is the brand that defined the category of electric motorcycles. Number two, the EV space has truly hit a tipping point, and this is the year for us to move forward. And then number three is this concept of effortlessness. Effortless motorcycle function, effortless ownership, and effortless adventure. The whole team is going to be here to engage with you guys and mingle and drink champagne and answer questions. If you have any questions, feel free to grab me afterwards, and I'm happy to answer them and spend some time one-on-one. Enjoy the food, enjoy the bikes, enjoy the company, and thank you all so much for coming. We really appreciate it.